Quick heads up guys, if you're enjoying the content, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the hype button to help us reach more viewers. Now back to the news. Jiri Prochazka is known as an elite fighter, but his mindset outside the cage is just as unique. The former UFC champion has also gained attention for pushing himself through extreme personal challenges, from spending 3 days in complete darkness without food to throwing non-stop 1-2 combinations for 24 hours. Speaking in a recent interview on the Dan Le Batard show ahead of his upcoming clash with Carlos Ulberg, Prochazka recalled one of his wildest experiences, swimming 30 meters beneath a frozen lake. He even compared the feeling of it to having sex for the first time. You can watch the full interview on the Dan Le Batard Show YouTube channel. The link is in the video description. Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo don't see eye to eye on a potential upset in Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. Speaking on a recent episode of their Pound for Pound podcast, the two former champions broke down the matchup and even compared it to Sean Strickland's shocking win over Israel Adesanya in 2023. With Topuria's dominant run, most fans see him as the clear favorite, leaving few who believe Gaethje can pull off the upset and capture the lightweight title. However, Cejudo argued that if Gaethje were to win, it would be an even bigger upset than Strickland's victory over Adesanya. Usman, on the other hand, disagreed with that take.
Would Justin Gaethje defeated Ilia Topuria be bigger than upset if Sean Strickland defeated Israel Adesanya? Yes, actually.
No. What?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Explain yourself.
Yeah, because Gaethje's a big underdog, bro. And he's fighting a 2-division champion. Ilia right now is number 2 pound for pound. Justin Gaethje is really able to take out a 2-division champ that's undefeated, that could potentially even fight for the 3rd. Like, yeah.
Justin Gaethje has been in 15 UFC fights. All 15 fights were bonuses. 2-time interim lightweight champion. Has fought everyone.
Yeah, Justin would be bigger than Israel Adesanya.
It's a big one. It's a big one.
I think everybody agrees with me on that one. So I'm gonna have to put my
they do?
I'm gonna have to put my foot down on that one.
Belal Muhammad nearly competed at RAF 08, but the matchup fell through after his opponent declined. Speaking in a recent YouTube video, the former UFC welterweight champion revealed he was offered a wrestling match against Dillon Danis. However, the bout didn't materialize after Danis reportedly requested a 15-week training camp.
Kobe killed Danis. I posted something recently that RAF's cooking up something spicy. It was Danis. They were trying to set me up with him. He said he needs a 15-week camp for the match. So we were supposed to do it April 18th, but it would have been a nice little tune-up for me to slam him on his head before my fight. But we're gonna wait. So we'll see if he ends up accepting it later on. But shout out to RAF.
Schaub is ready to squash his long-standing beef with Nate Diaz. Nearly a decade after their feud began, Schaub now wants to put it behind him for good. Taking to social media, he shared a clip explaining how the beef originally started, captioning it, "Time to squash the beef with Nate Diaz. Can't even remember how it started. Nate versus Perry is the best matchup on the MVP card."
Why there's an issue between us.
Where did it start from?
It originally started when I worked for Showtime. My paid job was to sell the fans, especially the casuals, that Conor McGregor has a shot to beat Floyd Mayweather. That was my paid gig. So I went around ESPN, all this stuff, trying to prove that Conor at least could land punches and win some rounds. That was my job. And then when I get done working the fight, I'm walking the back, it's all boxing heads. And boxing heads really don't with MMA guys, especially UFC guys. So I felt so out of place, and I see Nate Diaz. I'm like, oh, UFC alumni. So I go up to him like, bro, how about that? And he starts talking. Yeah, your boy got his ass whipped. I'm like, my boy? Yeah, your boy got his ass whipped. You know shit about boxing. And they start talking shit. I'm like, oh, you think, and I think because he had his issues with Conor, like, you think I'm like all team Conor. Like, I'm team UFC here, dude. My job was the reason they hired me is to represent the UFC, which you're part of. Like, I'm trying to grow this with this audience. So that's what happened there.
If anyone's going to be Team Conor, shouldn't it be the guy who Conor put so much money in his wallet?
But also, wouldn't it be a better look for you if Conor went out there and let's say he knocked him out? Like, wouldn't you be rooting for the guy who's from our sport that you fought, lost to, and beat? If he went out there and beat the greatest boxer of all time,
makes you look good.
It makes you look great, you know? So yeah, that caught me off guard. And then since then, he'll throw shade all the time. Like when Carwin, you know, I got emotional about Carwin having CTE. Which, man, read the room, that, you know, your brother ain't crushing it, Bubba. You know, and you ain't far behind. It's, you know, when you hear yourself talk. So it's like, man, I feel for him. I'm with you, brother. I want him to do great. I'm glad he's making this money.
Teammates will collide at the UFC Apex this Saturday as Duncan faces Renato Moicano at UFC Vegas 115. The matchup forces the two American top team standouts to put their time as training partners aside for a high-stakes clash inside the octagon. Speaking to the media ahead of the event, Duncan reflected on their sparring sessions, admitting that Moicano often had the upper hand in the gym, but he's confident things will play out differently on fight night.
You guys are actually training like alongside each other in the same room for this fight.
Yeah, he was in the same gym, and then we were in the sauna together, and like, a lot of people, I'm sorry if this comes across wrong, but a lot of people like you don't get what I'm doing, and me and Moicano do. Like, we have so much respect for each other that, you know, like, it's going to be fighting, and like I said, it's going to be an equalizer on Saturday night. Whoever wins, wins. And, you know, people can't fathom that, and that's why people like to watch, because people are not bred like me, where I'm on a different level. The caliber of opponents he's went through, and his grappling is exceptional. He's fucked me up many times in the gym when I first started going there. So, you know, I learned a lot from him. He was kind enough to share some details. You know, he's a good guy. Like, and we're just going to fight on Saturday night, and I've accomplished so much in the last 5 years. I've gotten much better as a fighter over the last 5 years, because I wouldn't be sitting here today if I didn't think I could beat Moicano.
Francis Ngannou looks locked in ahead of his upcoming fight against Philippe Lins on May 16th. Set to compete on the Rousey vs. Carano card, Ngannou recently shared new training footage, and he's looking absolutely massive and powerful heading into the matchup. Francis captioned the clip, "Who wants to do the next body shot challenge with me?" Arman Tsarukyan may be dealing with issues in his personal life following his recent surge in popularity. Over the past few months, Tsarukyan has become one of the most visible names in the UFC, appearing across live streams, interviews, and collaborating with major influencers. However, that busy schedule may be taking a toll outside the cage. Multiple reports have recently surfaced suggesting that his marriage could be in trouble. While Tsarukyan has largely kept his private life out of the spotlight, it's known that he is married to a woman named Belina, and the couple reportedly shares 2 daughters, born in 2020 and 2022. According to recent rumors, his wife may be preparing for a divorce, with reasons allegedly including time spent away from home and claims of infidelity. It's important to note that these reports are unconfirmed and should be treated as speculation at this time. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by MMA Fan. Number 2 meme was posted by Smash Talk. And number 1 meme was posted by Robert. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of MMA. Catch you tomorrow.